color terminology. We're going to give you a basic rundown of color terminology in Photoshop so you know what I'm talking about when I tell you to do something. So File, New. We're going to go for Web, hit OK. Grab a brush. We're going to grab a hard edge brush. And then over here we're going to look at colors. Okay, first off, middle of the palette here is mid-tone. Okay, so if I say get a mid-tone green, I mean in this area right here is mid-tone, namely in the center. If I say get a saturated green, that means I go over here to the very corner, and in this area, these are my saturated greens. Go get a tinted green, or a highly tinted green, or a dark green. Well, over in this area, there are those possibilities. But you'll notice that if I go too far over, I start getting into the black areas or the grayish black of green. So here is a dark colored green. Alright, so far, common knowledge, right? I mean, really, if I told you to get a very bright green, you would have been over there. A mid-tone green, you would have kind of slipped up on. And a dark green, you would have definitely got that. But saturated and mid-tone are two things that you probably, don't use on a common basis every day. Let's go get a different hue of green. So first off, start out with green, and then go up and hue to a different color. I'll go to something like this. And you notice that when I did this, the colors don't look that bad next to each other. Okay? When I hue shift a color, it doesn't look that bad. Now, if I need to steal color, I can use Alt. Let's steal this mid-tone green again. Another thing I like to show students is this. Under the color palette, if you click here, we get HSB. Hue, saturation, and black point. Alright. This allows me to choose all my monochromatic colors based upon my first midtone. So here's my midtone. Here's my saturated. And I can go and lay down different levels of monochromatic color. Again, these look nice next to each other because they're on a monochromatic level, which is a harmony. I can also hue shift that just like I did. So I can go like this. And again, not bad as far as complementary colors go. They go nicely together. Next, we're going to look at maybe adjustments, hue, saturation. Let's say I have a lot of colors laid down, but I want a different color scheme based upon these colors. Well, I can hue shift the entire realm of colors, and they're always going to look good next to each other. Always. No matter where I go here, they're always going to look good. If I need to make them more saturated, I can do that. Less saturated. When I add bright to something, that means I add white to it. When I go lightness down, I can go to darkness. Okay, so the lightness and brightness, I don't usually change that often. I usually go to hue and saturation a lot. Okay, let's hit cancel. Now, this is basic terminology stuff when it comes to color. But, again, all the time I'm asking for midtones, I'm asking for saturated color, I'm asking for a very tinted color, or a tinted blue. You know now to go to blue and go to the area of tinted color. Or you can also go here and choose in this realm. Okay? tinted. Mid-tone, saturated. All right. Now, that's driven into your skull. Let's go on to the next video.